Do you remember when these guys replaced these guys? The story behind why, as told on Fanword, sucks.
We weren't making that much money on the show.
Bro, we were
Contracts
broke.
Before it became a worldwide phenomenon, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was an experimental, low-budget kids show that mixed footage from a Japanese series with new footage featuring a young American cast. How young?
I literally dropped out of high school to take the job.
Austin St. John, who played Jason the Red Ranger, was a week away from his 18th birthday when he signed on.
Shouldn't I have, like, my mom or dad here or an agent? And they looked at me and they're like, there are about 300 other people outside that door that will sign that if you don't. I was like, okay. And they just told me, could you post-date it a week to your 18th birthday?
Pretty sure that's illegal. The rest of the cast were slightly older, but dealt with the same bullshit.
We were told, hey, you can take this contract and show it to your lawyers or to your agent, but first person comes back and wants to change anything, we're gonna fire you.
While the contracts were shitty, being the lead in a television series for 40 episodes is a big deal for a young actor. So they decided to stick it out. And as fate would have it, Power Rangers became the biggest kids show in the world.
The world? Did you say the world?
Yeah.
Now you would think these young actors would get a bump after all that success.
They made $1 billion in the first season. $1 billion.
There was, however, a glimmer of hope, because 20th Century Fox wanted to make a Power Rangers movie.
We're like, all right, cool.
That sounds great.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We're thinking maybe we'll finally get paid.
Man, and then we get the contract.
It was a joke.
They were offered less than 20 grand for what would amount to 6 months to a year of work. And keep in mind, this is $1 billion show. These guys weren't greedy. They just wanted fair treatment.
Make it union, make it fair.
So all 6 Rangers decided to team up in real life to try to get better contracts.
We agreed that we were going to stick together as a unit.
Right.
We were going to fight this together.
Right. That didn't happen.
Half the team had a change of heart. Lawyers were brought in and negotiations took place.
So in the process, what happened was the other 3 that stayed were offered more to stay, and they had auditions for 3 new Rangers.
As a result, Rocky, Aisha, and Adam replaced Jason, Trini, and Zach, which meant Austin St. John, Twee Trang, and Walter Jones were no longer part of the show.
Everybody went off and they did the film, and they lived happily ever after.